Okay, I think it's about time we put an end to this 4 to 5 long year prank known as not giving 86 a season 2, but getting every other trash animes, for example, Rent a Girlfriend, another season like season 5. It is ridiculous how many seasons we're getting of trash anime, but nothing new or no good seasons of really well, famously, well written animes. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. I don't know how the production things work. I just know that popularity matters. How do people find Rent a Girlfriend all popular? I don't know. That's beyond me. But 86 was the, I guess, predecessor to Attack on Titan, which is already, maybe another green flag, you would think, because Attack on Titan is a very well, famously written anime manga. It's amazing. All of it. It's the story writing, the characters, the soundtrack, especially. Even the same people that made the soundtrack for Attack on Titan made the soundtrack for 86, and one of the most well-known tracks from 86 is Avid. It's amazing. I don't know, it just brings you to tears. The animation is really good in 86 as well. It just, again, blows my mind how we're not getting a season 2. Now, if you haven't watched the anime 86, I highly recommend you do before you continue watching this video, because this video will contain spoilers, because we will be talking about it mainly. Now, if you want a quick rundown of what happens in 86, essentially we have our group, the main group, with everybody having different hair colors and characteristics, known as the 86. Now, these 86 are sent down to this refugee camp where they essentially have to fight a very long war known against the Legion. Now, the Legion are a self-sustaining, highly intelligent, robots. Yeah, it's unfair. The robots don't have to fear losing more of themselves, because they could just make more of themselves with the materials that they are gathering, or from other ones that are broken down during combat. The 86, on the other hand, are people. They die. Sometimes brutal deaths. They suffer, and we got our main character Shin actually putting them out of their misery when they can't. Now, not only that, but he has to, pew him in the head, because if not, then the Legion will take advantage of it and use their brains to make these things known as shepherds. Then, depending on the damage done to the brain, sometimes these legions will either be, these black sheep, essentially, that's what they're called, and they just have like an upgraded processor, and not very, upgraded, because again, the brain is damaged, but a better processor nonetheless. Now, if these processors are not damaged at all, then you get what happens to Shin's brother, known as the Shepherd, and those tend to be highly intelligent and a much bigger threat than the regular Legion. Now, how did this all break out? Well, it all revolved around 2 wars. Now, you have the Revolutionary War that happened in the Republic of San Mongolia, which essentially gave us the group of the 86, because what happened was that the Republic of San Mongolia was a monarchy, but after the Revolutionary War turned into a democracy. Now, this democracy ended up becoming more corrupt, where it made the characteristics of people more of a problem. You see, the people that are essentially considered people are known as the Albas, and these Albas have a specific characteristic where they have gray hair, gray eyes. If you don't follow any of those characteristics, you are nothing more than trash or an animal. Now, there are a lot of specifics that go to it, but I won't get into it, because this will be a very long video, but everybody's attention spans are insanely cooked. So if you see this end up being a short or a video on TikTok, then you know where this video came from. But that's pretty much where, but that's one of the wars that happened that kind of gave us one part of the story. Now, the other part where where the Legion came from is from the Gideon Empire. Now, again, more lore in another video alone, but essentially the Legion came from the Gideon Empire, but due to internal conflict and the Legion going rogue, it ended up causing a self-destruction to the Empire of Gideon, and we get what we have now. Again, the war is broken out between the Legion from the fallen of the Gideon Empire and the Republic of San Mongolia. Now, the most twisted thing about this is that the Republic of San Mongolia does not see the 86 as humans, so they claim that they are fighting a war with no casualties. screwed up. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's kind of where the like similarity of Attack on Titan kind of ends. That ends up being its own, of course, well-written story, which again, I highly recommend you watch it because it's a phenomenal series. If you don't watch it, then womp womp to me, I guess. But yeah, I just really want this series to have more recognition than it already does because again, how are we getting another season of Rent a Girlfriend but not another season of 86? Hurts my soul. Now, there are some reasons as to why 86 isn't getting a season 2, and a lot of it just has to do with, again, popularity. For some reason, Rent a Girlfriend is more popular than 86. Blows my mind. Hurts my soul again. But yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of tension going towards 86, the anime especially. And again, I think that also has to do with the time that the anime came out in, because I'm pretty sure there were some pretty heavy hitters of in anime in that simulcast, at least, where it just got drowned off through popularity. There's, again, 86 is a kind of slow start, but it isn't at the same time. I don't know. People's, again, attention spans are absolutely cooked. There's the debate. People saying Frieren is really difficult to watch because it's slow paced, but don't get me wrong, it's so slow paced, but not slow paced enough to where you stop paying attention to it. That's a problem in itself. If you cannot pay attention for, let's say, 5 minutes, you're cooked, man. You're absolutely cooked. And then again, Anime of the Year went to Solo Leveling for that reason alone. And popularity, again, is just a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense. The arguments are just dog water. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. It really is just unfortunate how 86 is yet to get a season 2, despite it being absolute peak. Which, again, doesn't make sense to me in my head because we have a lot of people voicing out their opinions on how great 86 is. And I don't know how that recognition just doesn't get sought out. It blows my mind. And I'm hoping that somehow this video ends up going crazy viral. Possibilities of that being really low. And just, you know, more attention revolves, or more attention is gathered towards 86. It has to happen. It has to be soon. Now, by all means, this is just me and my copium. But the composers of the soundtrack of 86, also for Attack on Titan, are having a concert in Los Angeles in 2025, in the year of this video being published. There has to be news. There has to be news of 86 coming, because how are they playing specific songs from 86? Again, Avid, the most well-known song in 86. Come on, like it has to be a sign, right? There has to be a sign. If it's not a sign, whatever, I get it. I guess it's just gonna be really sad. But where the anime left off was really good. We finally got to see Shin and Lena come together, as well as the entire crew just come together, and you know, we got a send off. But it's sad that we won't see what happens after that. For those who are reading the light novels, you know, they're eating good. I could barely read. My attention span, again, is not as cooked, but it's still cooked to where, like, I read the same line over and over again without realizing it. Until I do realize it, I feel like a complete idiot. But yeah, that's just me on light novels. I really try my best. Right now, I'm reading one of the Monogatari series that you see right behind me. I'm reading literally the first book, the first light novel, and I'm barely halfway through. And I started reading that book a month ago. Yeah, it's crazy. But I still have other projects that I have been working on as well as doing school on the side. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I really got to say in this video. I'm just, you know, again, crashing out to the fact that season 5 for Rent a Girlfriend is coming out and 86 is yet to get a new one. But let me know what y'all guys think. Are y'all a fan of 86, or do y'all think that 86 is just heavily overrated and overhyped? And again, if you made it this far into the video, appreciate it. Why not drop a like? You know, or even subscribe. But if you don't want to, again, that's perfectly fine. It's not like I want y'all to anyways. I mean, I do, but I'm very bad at playing the tsundere act. Anyways, again, if y'all enjoy watching this video, appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios.